Evening, everybody. How are you doing? How are we feeling? It's a Friday, and you know how it is. We meet here every Friday to discuss about this big club, Manchester United. And I'm glad to be back. It's been a while. Since Monday, I think, I haven't been online since then. It's been quite a busy week. I wasn't available, but here we are. United are playing versus Chelsea tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Kenyan time. And it's a match that we don't know how things are going to turn out, because with Ruben Amorim, you don't know what you are going to get. And it is a tough fixture. It is one of the tough fixtures we've had this season. So far this season, we know that we had Arsenal, Chelsea, City, Chelsea, part of the beginning lineups, and Manchester United basically was handed a very, very tough start to the season. So it's been a long week. Unfortunately, part of playing one game a week means that you have a very long week of news, of speculation, of rumors, and all these things that have been happening. We've seen that, for example, Rashford scores, United have to be mentioned. United are not in the Champions League. Somehow the pundits and journalists will find a way to mention them. So yeah, that's the unfortunate part about us not performing well, about United not winning matches. And it's been a rough week with rumors circling around Amorim's future. We've had rumors about the likes of Andoni Areola being the next manager, as Southgate as well. And yeah, Jim Radcliffe was at Carrington for a scheduled meeting. Yeah, it was a scheduled meeting. It would have happened regardless of whether United were winning matches or not. But of course, speculation has to grow as to whether it's a meeting to discuss about Amorim's future, or it's just a meeting, the normal meetings they have at Carrington. We do not know that Amorim has been meeting with the club's hierarchy. They do meet with the CEO and Wilcox. They do meet with Berada and Wilcox almost every other time at Carrington, because the offices are at Carrington. And Sir Jim Radcliffe going there and meeting with them, to me, it's just normal business. It's not really something that should be a headline. I mean, the owner, how many owners have we seen going to the club to have a chat with the manager, to have a chat with the coaches, to have a chat with the guys who are running the football bit? For example, the team we are playing with, Chelsea, how many times have we seen their owner even watching the matches or being around the training pitch? So to me, it's just normal business. I don't think there's anything much to read into it. And Amorim was asked about the meeting, what was going on in the meeting, and he did say that the meeting was all about normal things. As a club, you discuss normal things. So to me, I don't know why guys were making a big fuss about that news, to be honest. It's not something that should have been given a lot of focus. Of course, there is speculation about his future, but it's just a normal meeting between one of the club investors and him. So to me, there is not much to read into it. So United host Chelsea tomorrow. This comes after the disappointing 3-0 loss to City. And Chelsea, we know that they didn't have a good Champions League game. The first Champions League game wasn't quite good for them. So one thing I'm usually afraid of is meeting a team that has just lost a match. You look at City, they lost 2 matches, so they were coming in knowing that they had to win. So Chelsea lost to Bayern, so it means that they have to bounce back. And of course, we know that Chelsea have had a very difficult time at Old Trafford recently. I think the last time they won was, 2012 or something like that. So it's a tough fixture, more or less like a must-win game for Ruben Amorim and the United players, because right now Manchester United are struggling. We know we are struggling. We know that the team is struggling to keep up with the requirements of the coach. And as we discussed in the last show, Amorim said that he won't change. So there are reports that Amorim has been given 3 games. We don't know whether it's something that was drafted before the match, because we know that some of the expectations is that United will have a better start this year compared to the performances towards the end of last year. So this game, unfortunately, it's turning out to be a must-win game. But for me, I don't see it as a must-win game because Chelsea have a much better squad. They have practically like 100 and something players, if not 1,000,000 players. So they have a lot of players. They can mix it up a bit. They can rest some of the players that played in the midweek game. Yes, we've had a full week to recover, to prepare for the game, but these players, at this time, I don't trust them, to be honest. Furthermore, and we are going to look at the formation, my predicted lineup. You don't know what's going to happen. We have Mount and Cunha who are now back. Amorim said in the press conference earlier today that Cunha and Mount are back in the squad. Dalot and Martinez are not quite ready. They are still injured. So now with Cunha and Mount back, we don't know what Amorim will do. We don't know whether Amorim will go back to the will go back to the lineup he had in the first game or the first 2 games, where we saw Sheshko was not starting and we had Cunha, Mbumo and Mount up front. We don't know. It's really, really tricky to know what Amorim is going to do. So, I'll go back and say, yes, we can't say it's a must-win, but for me, I wouldn't go into that match or going to watch that match with high expectations, to be honest. Yes, we do need to have a good performance. We do need to put in a show to show that the Man City game was just a bad day in the office. But to go into that game with a mentality that it's a must-win, I think right now I know better. With the sort of disappointment I've suffered or faced so far with United, I'm going there with low expectations. I don't know what you think. Let me know in the comment section. What are your expectations? Do you think United will win? Do you think United will draw? Do you think we will lose another match at Old Trafford? Remember, we lost against Arsenal in the first match day at Old Trafford. Do you think that we can afford to have another loss at Old Trafford? Yeah, Amorim has been in the news the whole week. Every day of the week, it's Amorim news. There has been a big war on X pages, especially. I'm more active on X, and we have a huge number of United fans who are saying that he should be sacked. A huge number says he needs to go. I'm among the few who say let's just give him time. For example, we knew that these fixtures are difficult, and we know that the squad is not good enough. For example, we don't have midfielders. So going into these sort of fixtures and expecting to win all of them with the squad we have, and you compare to the teams that are part of that fixture, for example, City, Arsenal and Chelsea, let's be just a bit unrealistic. It's very, very difficult. It's really, really difficult to expect a lot from that match, if we are honest. So it's the Chelsea game is, as I said, it's always a tricky fixture. Most of the time it ends out being a draw. You've seen at Old Trafford, sometimes the game are a draw, sometimes they are exciting. You find, for example, Chelsea will score first, or United score first, and then it ends in a 1-1 draw. So it's a fixture that personally I'm not seeing any more than a draw. For me, if you ask me for the score prediction, I'd go for a draw, to be honest. I'd go for a draw. I just want to make sure that the comments are coming in, because somehow I can't seem to get them. Because I'm seeing comments on TikTok, but they're not coming in via the chat plugin. So yeah, that's why I'm looking at it. Yeah. So Yeah, so ideally, for me, I would go for a 1-1 draw. I'd go for a 1-1 draw, to be honest. A complete 1-1 draw. Because sometimes when it's a very, very tricky game, for example, Chelsea have lost their midweek game against Bayern, the Champions League game. And now United have had a very bad game versus City. So both teams will try to work each other out. They try to play with high intensity. United will want to put up a good show for the home fans. Right now, we know that the weaknesses of the United team have been exposed in terms of the midfield too. And also the dynamics of Mount and Cunha coming back. What's the lineup? Does Amorim play? Does Amorim play Cunha, Mbumo, and Sheshko? Does that mean that Bruno will drop to the midfield? Who will play with Bruno? Is it Casemiro? We saw that Casemiro was benched in the City game. So it's a really, really difficult thing to predict, to be honest. It's a very, very difficult thing to predict. And let me just go through some of the comments before we move ahead. Kipkoech, karibu sana. It's always nice to see you. You say, if he, that is Amorim, loses tomorrow, we now doubt him because it's one fixture week. Honestly, it is, and it is quite a very, very good point in terms of we've had a whole week to prepare. Chelsea have had or will have a few games or a few days to prepare, considering they've played in Europe. At least a draw. For me, it's at least a draw. We should get at least a draw. And that being said, it's because of the squad we have and those complications I'm saying. Will he play Casemiro and Bruno in midfield now that Cunha is back? Will Cunha be the one who's on the bench? Then we have Bruno up top. I'll share my predicted lineup, but it's very, very difficult to know what Amorim wants, to be honest. Is he still going to stick with Luke Shaw? Luke Shaw didn't have a very good game. Yeah, so PNM, you're saying, and yeah, welcome PNM. It's always nice to see you. Imagine mimi ni fan wa Manchester United naipenda but naona tukipigwa. Yeah, right now there is an air of pessimism. There is an air of pessimism when it comes around United. We've lost too many matches such that you go to the next match hoping to win. That confidence that we will win the next match is no longer there. We no longer have that. We no longer have that confidence that things will go well. I don't know whether you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comment section whether you can hear me, because I'm seeing that my audio is stuck. So let me know whether you can hear me. If you guys can hear me, please shoot a quick chat so that I know whether you can hear me. Yeah, so I agree with you, PNM. It's a very, very difficult moment for United fans. And the funny thing is, Amorim has not had a new manager bounce, if we are honest. Other managers usually come in and then there's a new manager bounce. But right now, nothing. Honestly, nothing. Winning 8 matches out of 31. And if we look at the Premier League table, since he's come in, we should be relegated. So I understand you. I'm also in the same spot. That's why I'm saying it's a really difficult fixture to even predict. And to be safe, I'm going for a 1-1. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Yeah. Jeff, there you go. Jeff Ahmed, a legend. Jeff is one of our very, very good followers and fans, one of our UKG squad members. You've just dropped 100+ likes. And I can see that you're still adding likes. So I've added a new feature. Unfortunately, I haven't added it on YouTube. I'll do it later. But we've added a feature on TikTok to see who gets the highest points or who ranks highest. So I'm seeing, Jeff, you already have 1,054 likes. Thanks, brother. Thanks for that. And other guys are still coming up. Yeah. So MKY, good to see you. Tomorrow's score and lineup prediction. Let me give my score prediction again. I'm going for a 1-1 draw, because at Old Trafford, it's usually a very boring game when it comes to Chelsea, if we are honest. Whenever it comes to Chelsea, it's usually a very boring game. I can't remember the last time we had an exciting match against Chelsea, to be honest. I think when we beat them, was it 4-0? Was it at Old Trafford? I think there's a time we beat Chelsea. Is it 4-0 or something like that at Old Trafford? I think it was under Ole, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I think that's the only time I can remember the last time we had an interesting game. Because even the game we played against them last season, when they beat us 1-0, it wasn't really an exciting game. For me. I don't know whether for you it was exciting, but for me it was never really an exciting game. So yeah, now to answer MKY as well, in terms of my lineup, this is the lineup I would go for. And purely because I don't know what Amorim will go with, to be honest. Especially after that City game, I'm sure he's going to make changes, but which changes he's going to make, I'm not sure. Because Amorim is a very, very tricky manager to know how he's going to play. For example, at City, he dropped Casemiro, he dropped Ahmad, and I'm sure a lot of us had them in our lineups, at our predicted lineup. So I've picked the safest bet, to be honest. So I'm thinking they will go with Lamens. I'm thinking Amorim will go with Lamens in goal. The reports are stating, or the news are stating, that Lamens has had a very good training this week, and he has actually shocked a lot of coaches and players as well, based on how he's performing. They are saying that his reflexes are better, his awareness is good, he can jump for the ball, he's commanding the box. So based on the training, they say that he's doing well. He's performing well. So I'm hoping to see him. And based on Bayandia's Navi performance, Bayandia was very nervous in the City game. I'd take my bet and go with Lamens, to be honest. Even if Amorim doesn't go with him, I'd still go with Lamens. That's my prediction. And then in defense, I'm going with Yoro, Mazraoui, and De Ligt. I don't want to see Luke Shaw near that lineup. Honestly, I don't want to see him. I'd rather go with Yoro, Mazraoui, De Ligt. I made a mistake. So it's not Mazraoui at center back. Let me say I made a mistake during setting up the lineup. But it should be De Ligt in the center, Mazraoui on the right. So sorry about that. So it's Yoro, De Ligt, Mazraoui, not Yoro, Mazraoui, De Ligt. So Mazraoui had a somewhat good game against City. And I would want him to be there because Mazraoui is technically good. He's aware of the situation. He reads the game. So I would go with Yoro, De Ligt, Mazraoui. So De Ligt as center back. Then midfield, I will go with Dogu, Casemiro, Kobe, Mainu, and Ahmad. That's the midfield I would go for. Considering that Cunha has just come back from injury, I wouldn't start him. Or I'm assuming that he wouldn't be started in that game. So I will go with Fernandez, and I'll go with Mbeumo or Mbumo. And then up front, I will go with Šeško. I really want to see Šeško play and him getting opportunities. Because one of the things that has really annoyed me when it has come to Manchester United, is we tend to get good forwards, but we don't know how to play them. We tend to get good forwards, but we don't know how to play them, if we are honest. Yeah. For example, we had Højlund. Højlund is a really good striker. I was disappointed that he didn't make it at United. Of course, he's gone out on loan at Napoli and he's performing well. And Šeško seems to be suffering the same issues, suffering the same problems. So I want to see Šeško at least being given those chances, being given more balls. Because you see, he makes good runs, but at the end of the day, he does not get the ball. Dogu was very poor against City. Ahmad is out of form, but I'm still willing to give him a chance. So I really want Sheshko to work out, because if he doesn't have a good performance against Chelsea, then the confidence will start dropping. And definitely when the confidence drops, when you're a United player, when the confidence starts dropping, the pressure starts mounting. You have rival fans making fun of you. You have United fans also not backing you. They start saying it was an expensive buy and he's not performing. So, yeah, that's it. And I like what Amorim said in the press conference. He said that this week they've worked on issues to do with both boxes, when it's in the defensive phase and when it's in the attacking phase. We have issues when it comes to us defending. For example, how can we concede that Foden goal when we had 5 players in the box? The other one is, how can we not score and we have like 5-6 players up front? So let's see how things will work out. So PNM, you're saying, I think the chat just repeated itself. Do I do FPL? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I'll see whether I can get the code and share. We do have an FPL league. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of signups. But MKY, I'll share. Let me, in fact, do it right now. We have a UK GFPL league. Let me just get the code. So you can join if you are interested. Where is it? Yeah, I've shared it on the chat. Oh, I couldn't share. Oh, okay, that's odd. I can't post comments on the chat. Interesting. Yeah, let me see how I'll share, or better yet, MKY. I've also posted the same code on our social media pages. So, for example, if you go to our Facebook page, you will see the FPL code. It's among the pinned posts. So you will get the FPL code, as well as anyone else who wants to get it, because I'm trying to post it on the chat, but TikTok is not allowing me to do so. Yeah. So, yeah, going back to the comments. Let's see. United, Jeff, you're saying United have no excuse to lose. We have had 1 week to prepare, while Chelsea have had 2 days. True. We don't have an excuse. The first thing we should do, especially as a minimum, is to make sure we outplay them. Yes, they have a good squad. They can rest some players. Some players can't play. But there's something that's called match sharpness. So if a player does not play a couple of matches, they usually lose that match sharpness. Also, another tricky bit about having a large squad is team chemistry. So we need to make sure that at a minimum, we are the first one on second balls. We are the first one on 50-50 balls. We are winning all the duels. We are very compact in defense, as well as we don't give players chances to score. Like Cole Palmer, you saw him against Bayern. You let him run free and he will score. And one thing, though, is Garnacho might come in and play and score. And one thing I wouldn't want to see in that game is, I don't want to see fans react at all to Garnacho. If I was at Old Trafford, I wouldn't clap. I wouldn't boo him. I wouldn't even want the stadium announcer to come and say returning to the club or anything. No, I just want him to come and play and leave, just like any other player who's not known. We shouldn't give him any special treatment. He was disrespectful to the club. So why should we appreciate him? Why should we give him special treatment? No. Let him come. If he's playing sour, if he scores, that's fine. If he scores and doesn't want to celebrate, that's fine. But if I was an Old Trafford going fan, if I was going to that game tomorrow, I wouldn't even clap for him or anything like that. Nah. Yes, you are saying yes, we can. Yeah, so we at a minimum, Jeff, we should at least show them that we are serious. And I said after the Man City game, or the day after in the Ground Talk Live on Monday, I said, I believe the reason as to why most of us are disappointed with the City loss, it's not that we lost 3-0, it's not that we lost to City, it's how we lost. If we lost 3-0 and played the way we played against Arsenal or against Fulham in the first half, I'm very sure a lot of fans will be encouraged. I'm very sure a lot of fans will have said, we've improved, it's only a few mistakes, we are improving. But the manner we lost, it's like how we lost to Grimsby. It's the same feeling. Yeah. So if we played the way we played against Arsenal versus City, and let's say lost even 4-0, there will be hope that things are improving. So with this Chelsea game, we need to show them that the City game was a fluke. And as I said while we were starting, these were already tough fixtures. We need to be realistic. We can't compare United at the moment with Chelsea, Man City, and Arsenal. And if it's the case of sacking Amorim or making changes, it's a matter of giving him at least 10 games. For example, after Chelsea, we have West Ham and Sunderland. If we go into those games and don't win, then it means Amorim only gets, what? Is it 1 win a month or something like that? Or we go in and we are beaten by Chelsea, we are beaten by West Ham, draw versus Sunderland, then still we are not good enough. Then question marks will be asked. So for me, let's just be realistic. Let's assume United were starting to play teams like West Ham, like Burnley, Fulham, and then we meet Arsenal in September, we meet City in October, let's say we meet Liverpool and Chelsea in December, and in between those games we are winning the other games. Then we wouldn't have this feeling, we wouldn't have this issue with the fans, with the media and all that. And the other thing is, everyone expected United to perform better, best on pre-season, and there was hope that last season is done and this is a fresh new season and things will start looking up. So I totally understand the frustration, because right now, if we just look at the new season, we've played how many games? 5 games. Only won once. So I sort of understand the frustration, because now we are looking back to last season. And if we are honest, Amorim is the worst manager Manchester United have had, I think, since World War II or something like that. So I understand the frustration, but at the same time, we need to have a realistic view of these fixtures were already tough. When these fixtures came out, all of us knew this run of fixtures are difficult. So for me, after the Chelsea game, then let's start looking at West Ham. Let's start looking at Sunderland and the other teams that are following. If we still can't beat, let's say, West Ham, or we struggle against Sunderland, let's say we meet another team like Aston Villa, like Crystal Palace, we are still struggling to win. By the time you are getting into the 10th match, then a decision has to be made. And for me, I said, I'll continue backing the manager until the club makes a decision. Because for me, it's not about supporting Amorim per se, it's about supporting United. And it's a good thing that Radcliffe and the club's hierarchy, the sporting side, had a meeting with him to give him support, to show him support, as well as work out as a team what needs to be done. PNM is saying, hata jezi nimevaa leo, kesho siwezi. Take heart. Don't be too scared. Of course, for me, I have some superstition. I have a superstition. For example, I've noticed whenever I put on a United jersey, the day before the day of the game, the day before and or the day of the game, we usually lose. Like that game, of the Arsenal game, I had the Manchester United jersey on the whole day. Then I changed it before the game. When I got home, we lost. The Fulham game, I had the the shirt on the previous day. We drew. The Burnley game, I decided, okay, last season, the other seasons, whenever I have the jersey on, the day before, the day of the game, we usually drop points. I didn't put it on. I didn't wear my United jersey. We won. The Grimsby game, I was watching it while I had a United jersey on. And we lost. So right now I'm scared of having my jersey on. Whenever, it's not only this season, even last season and the previous seasons. Whenever I had a United jersey on, we were dropping points. We either draw or we lose. So I agree with you, PNM. If that's what makes you comfortable, I'm with you. Do it. Do it. Yeah. At 10%, battery level 10%. Thanks for dropping 100 likes on the UKG stream. Thanks a lot. God bless you. Mad respect. As well as PNM, who's given us 100 likes. And you can see the ranking there. The ranking is picking up. 10% is ahead. Jeff has dropped to second. Good race. Billy, you're saying yeah. Thanks for joining. I think it's the first time I'm seeing you and also commenting on the chat. Jeff Ahmed has given his prediction. Has said Bayandia, Yoro, Delict, Mazraoui. Yeah, similar to mine at the back. He's going with Luke Shaw, Casemiro, Mainu, and Ahmad in midfield. And then Bruno, Cunha, Mbumo. So basically, Jeff is dropping Sheshko. And he's dropping Dogu. He has Shaw as a left back. Ahmad as a right back. Casemiro and Mainu as the two number 8s. Bruno and Mbumo as the 2 times of Bruno and Cunha, and then either Cunha and Mbumo as the forward. Yeah, not a bad lineup. My only issue is Shaw, honestly. Shaw needs to go. John Paul the GOAT, thanks for joining the UKG squad. Karibu sana to the UKG squad. You're much welcome. Feel at home. This is one of the most non-toxic platforms you'll find, the most non-toxic United platforms you'll find. I appreciate even the followers and the squad members we have. Yeah, we have guys who follow the stream, they haven't liked, but for you, you've liked, so you are a legend. Karibu sana. Yeah, John Paul, you're saying, what about Eden Heaven? Eden Heaven, he got an injury. I'm not sure how far ahead he is in terms of his fitness. He could also come in this game. Actually, Eden Heaven is one player who's been forgotten, if you are honest. After he got that injury against Fiorentina, it's like he's been forgotten. But he was on the bench the last couple of games, so he might come in this game. Actually, I would love him to play in the Chelsea game because Eden Heaven is fast, he's physical, he can provide us with that. And of course, we need to trust our young players. I don't know whether you guys watched that Fabregas video, the interview he did with BBC, or it was a podcast, and he was explaining about Kobe Mainu and clubs not giving young players chances. He gave the example of Barcelona. Barcelona 5 years ago didn't have money, and they had to tap into the academy, trust the young players. And right now, you look at the bulk of their team, they are all academy graduates. So Fabregas was suggesting that we need to give the young players that trust. We need to trust them. We need to give them time. So, for example, Eden Heaven, we should start trusting him straight away. For example, Shaw is past it. Shaw is not performing well. Kobe Mainu, let's trust him. Like when he came on versus City, he showed that he can actually play as the center mid. And he has the legs to do it. It seems he has been training hard. So let's trust him. Like in this Chelsea game, play him. We don't have midfielders. Play him. If Cunha is not fit enough, start Bruno as a 10. Let Cunha come in as an option. let's not risk Mount as well. Let him come on as an option. So, yeah, I agree. Aiden Heaven is a good option. He has been forgotten, to be honest. He has been forgotten till that after that injury. So, let's see how it goes. Santos, you're saying you have a weak team with Dogu, no crosses, losing possession. I agree with you to some extent. To some extent, I agree with you. But in my opinion, Dogu has been getting a lot of unfair criticism. Dogu, whenever he has a good game, no one talks. No one speaks about him. But whenever he has a bad game, which is quite natural and normal for any player, then there is a lot of backlash on him. There is a lot of backlash. You look at the Arsenal game, I think the Fulham game, Burnley game, there is one game I think he missed. Was it the Grimsby game? The other games he's played well. Even last year, towards the end of last year, Dogu was one of our best players. But whenever he has a bad game, we tend to be on his back quite a lot. And he's a young player. And as I've mentioned, at what point will we trust them? Look at our fullback options. Dallo is injured. Luke Shaw, I don't think he can handle playing there right now. Mazraoui has just come back. So we need to get to a point where we trust these players. Dogu is young. He might not perform well every other game, but the only way to build a player is to give him more minutes. And this is the perfect season for us because it's a transition season. Yeah, so to some extent, I agree with you. He needs to improve on, let's say, crossing, possession. But you look at his tackling, Dogu is very, very solid in defense. And he's the only player we have at the moment who has the legs and the lungs to run up and down the pitch. No other player can match Dogu's fitness. And sometimes that plays well into the game. We might focus on the small mistakes he does, like not crossing and all that. But overall, you look at his contribution to the team, he does well. Yes, he's a young player. He needs to improve on those two aspects, Santos. I agree with you. But let's also give credit where due. If he performs well, then let's say he's performed well. As I mentioned, of late, United fans, we've been inclined to focusing more on the negative than the actual positives. So Anthony, I think it's the first time you're joining the stream and commenting. You're asking at what time will Manchester United play against Chelsea. So it's 7:30 Kenyan time, 7:30 p.m. Kenyan time. I believe it's 5:30 UK time. So the game will be 7:30 Kenyan time. I don't think Maury, you're saying, I don't think Manchester United wins that game. Bruno will still play as an 8 alongside Casemiro. Yeah, it might be so. Now that Cunha is back, it might be so. We might end up seeing Bruno and Casemiro again in midfield. And I agree with you in terms of that feeling that we won't win. Right now, it's very difficult to be an optimistic United fan, if you are honest. It's really difficult to be optimistic. Because you look at even the Fulham game, we were optimistic, dropped points. The Burnley game, we were very optimistic. We had to win the last game, the last minute of the game, by a penalty. So it's very, very difficult. And we might see Bruno again. Jeff Ahmed, you're saying Garnacho will have a point to prove. Rightfully so, he will have a point to prove. And that's why I'm saying, for me, I don't give a toss of what he does. Whether he will play, whether he won't. My focus is us beating Chelsea, or us not losing against Chelsea, basically. I don't want to focus so much on Garnacho, even if he scores, whether it's the winner or the equalizer. That's for me. I don't care about it, to be honest. I'm so tired of giving attention to trivial things. Right now, I just want United to be back. I want United to win. That's all. Dan, I believe it's your first time joining the stream and commenting. Karibu sana to the UKG platform. You're saying, I feel like the backroom staff also has something missing. Yes, we do. We do. Absolutely agree with you. We do. One of the things I heard over the week is that Amorim's backroom staff, most of them don't have a UEFA Pro license, which is really good to have. A UEFA Pro license is the highest licensing, coaching licensing you can get. So that's something I heard. I'm not sure whether it's true or false. I tried verifying, but well, it is what it is. So for me, I believe we need a good defensive coach and a good set-piece coach, as well as a good tactical coach. If Amorim can get those three, because we do get a lot of set pieces, we don't seem to score. I can't remember the last time United scored from a free kick. Our defense is very poor. We get opened up easily. The defense is wide open. Even if we have numbers in defense, we can't defend. You look at our tactical setup, it's still poor. And the coach needs help. It's not only the coach who does the tactical setup. Yeah, if you look at Arteta, you look at what they did, they brought in Gabriel Heinz for the defensive bit. Yeah, and we've seen so far Arsenal have been quite solid. So when you see Arne Slot, you see Pep, it's not all about them. They have a very good backroom staff that gives them advice on what to do. You are saying like someone who should work with individuals, for example, Dogu's crossing. Yeah, exactly. That's now where the tactical and technical coach comes in. But either way, you're playing for one of the biggest clubs in the world, if not the biggest club in the world. So a crossing should be, I don't know how to term it. And we said in the Monday stream that one of the things that we do struggle with, the basics. We can't pass the ball. We can't make 10-yard passes. The pass is either overhit, the pass is either slow, it's a short pass. We are not aware of the surroundings. Let me not even say we. The players are not aware of the surrounding. The players are not aware they don't even know how to put a simple through ball to the striker. They don't know how to play with each other. Those are the basics. Even if you combine, let's say you go to your estate and combine boys to play football, they have better basics. Let's be honest. And they talk. For example, a forward, when we play the estate football, a forward will come and tell you, give me the pass in that area. And you find that the players are constantly finding him. But why can't we do it? So I agree with you, Dan. Those are very good points. We are missing something in the backroom stuff, and we need to have Dogu crossing. And it's not only him training with the club coaches. He's being paid good money. He can get a private coach. He can train. Back then, you remember when we had Ryan Giggs, Paul Scholes, Cristiano Ronaldo. Some of those players were coming to training earlier than the others, and they were leaving later so that they can work on their weaknesses. Nowadays, we just have players who are so much into social media. They want to drive Rolls Royce. They want to go back home and play FIFA. No. You're being employed to play football. Like any other employee, you should upgrade your skills. You should upgrade your knowledge. Sit down with the coach and ask them, what can I improve? It's not just coming to United wearing the badge, posing for the Instagram during matches, and then you go home. No. You are not being paid by United to go back home and play FIFA. Train. If you feel you're not fit enough to wear the badge, ask to leave the club. I'm tired of players not performing. Like basic stuff. Come on. Basic stuff. I'm even getting angry. Basic stuff like crossing, shooting, passing, defending. When you're playing for a club like Manchester United, when you're playing in a league like Premier League, no one should come and teach you the basics. You're a professional footballer, for crying out loud. Just perform. For example, Grimsby. We didn't need Grimsby's based on United's level. based on the players that are playing for United, we didn't even need a coach to be there to coach the team to beat Grimsby. Then what happened? You look at how we are conceding goals. Fulham, we concede a goal versus Fulham, and we have players around the ball, around the box. So look at Foden. Easy header. Basics. I miss those days when the players will shout at each other and actually curse at each other because they've made stupid mistakes. You have a player who loses the ball, then he's jogging back. And the other players are okay with it. Guy, come on. Come on. This guy, as much as we say Amorim needs to leave, these players also needs to step up. They need to step up, to be honest. For example, if someone makes a mistake, curse them. Give them a mouthful. Tell them, come on, you need to improve. If they go to halftime, they tell them, if you're not improving, coach, take him out. How do you lose a ball, then you're jogging back? And then you come to the press conference and tell us you're sorry. Sorry for what? Come on. Group coaching ain't working. Yeah, the coaching sessions for players are all about a pattern setup, how you are going to play against a certain team. So individual skills, they should be learnt in their own individual. It's like a classroom. The teacher won't spend so much on one student because they have many other students they need to work on. They have many other students they need to teach. So if a student is weak on multiplication, it's not the teacher's responsibility to take extra time to teach them. No. It's the parents to get extra tuition or the student to spend more time learning multiplication, because at the end of the day, the exam will be the same. It's similar to the matches. In the end, the 11 players on the pitch will play. Amorim can't go into the pitch and stop the game to start coaching them like, this is how I want you to cross, this is how I want you to pass, this is how I want you to go back. No. Fellaini, welcome back. It's been a while since I've seen you. Mbuma and Cunha do their own things. The rest are just useless. Dogu, hawezi let across. Yeah, Dogu at the moment is points at crossing. But let me ask you, Fellaini as well as Dan, who else also mentioned about Dogu's crossing? Is crossing the only way we can get the ball to the forward? Is crossing the only way we can get the ball to the forward? If that's the case, then we have a very, very poor setup. Fellaini was saying, but itaingiana with time. Yes, it will. As I've said, we need to give the young players time. We need to trust them. We've tried buying tried and tested players, experienced players, and almost all of them have flopped. For example, other than Bruno, name any other experienced player who has come to United and performed. Okay, Zlatan came in, he performed a bit left. Ronaldo came in, performed a bit left. But consistency is not there. Look at Bruno right now. If we don't start trusting Kobe and giving Kobe chances, when Bruno leaves, we will be back to where we are right now. Mayor Oluoch. Massive respect to you. You've given us 100 likes. And there is a real war. There is a real war on TikTok for the number of likes, and I'm loving it. Also, guys who are watching on YouTube, Facebook, please drop a comment, a question, your views. As well as you guys who are watching, let me know what's your score prediction for that game. MKY, you asked whether I analyze FPL. No, I used to, but nowadays I don't. Probably I will. Unfortunately, my day job is taking a lot of my time. That's why I haven't been online this week as well. I always try to go online on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays on weekdays. But unfortunately, it's been a very, very crazy week for me in my day job. But yeah, probably I will do so. Once I'm settled. You've also dropped 100 plus likes. Thanks for that. Dennis K as well. Welcome on board to the UKG squad. Welcome to the UKG family. We're always happy to see new family members or new squad members joining. Karibu sana, feel at home. Yeah, we are one big united family. Machiwa Gaddafi as well, welcome on board. Additional members to the squad. The squad is getting big. And as you can see on the screen, there in terms of TikTok, we are on 3626 out of 4,000. And on YouTube, we are currently on, let me see, I saw while we are chatting or we were talking, we got one more subscriber. What happened? Oh. Anyway, I think it was a false alarm. So on YouTube, we are on 90 subscribers. We are now 90 subscribers on YouTube. And as you can see there on the top left, that it's the road to 100 subscribers on YouTube. So make sure you also go there, you drop your like, a comment, as well as you subscribe to the channel. We do post videos there for you guys to watch, especially when we are not live, let's say on TikTok. So the long form content is on YouTube, so make sure you also subscribe there. SKD, hello. Yeah, hello to you. How are you doing? How was your week? Mine was a bit tough, but God is great. I have survived, and at least the weekend is here and we get to rest. So hello to you. Oh, KC reacts. He does it again. KC reacts has done it again. First of all, KC reacts, you went missing. What happened? I haven't seen you in the couple of lives. What happened, brother? So KC reacts has just dropped massive gifts on TikTok. So he has sent us a Heart Me, one of them, Go Popular, 13 gifts. One rose, has sent 2 roses or 1 rose. A TGIF, 12 of them, and an 8 ice cream cones. Wow. Come on, brother. You're a legend. Hey, guys, help me appreciate KC Reacts. Just post claps on the chat. Come on, guys. Help me appreciate KC Reacts. Just post some claps. KC Reacts, you're a massive legend. And in case you didn't know, KC Reacts also has a channel. Yeah, it's the way it is there, KC Reacts. So make sure you also go to his platform. You check out his videos. I also started following him. KC Reacts came onto the platform, I think last month. I also went to his platform. We had a chat. And he's a pretty nice guy, I don't want to say chill guy, Casey, because I've found that he rants a lot, which is good. I like his videos. He's quite realistic. I love that he goes straight to the point. And his videos, his content is quite good. So make sure you also go to that platform. Yeah, you give him a follow. And whenever he's live also, make sure you contribute. Yeah. As I keep saying, as small accounts, we need to stick together. We are not as big as other big accounts, but we do support each other. So also make sure you go to KC Reacts platform and give him a follow. Caroline, you're saying, hi, I can't join TikTok live. Can fix it. Don't worry about TikTok live, to be honest, because we are live across all platforms. So it's just that a lot of the followers, I have a lot of the followers on TikTok. So don't feel worried about TikTok live. You're also good on YouTube, and as you've seen, you post a comment on YouTube, I can't get to highlight. So don't worry so much about TikTok live. Yeah, but in case you want to give us a follow, it's the same name, United Quaground, and you'll find us. But don't worry about TikTok. We are good. I go live across TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Same stream. And it's a good thing you're on YouTube, because we do also have some other long form content on there. TikTok, I always go live there, short form content, but long form content, it's on YouTube. So Caroline, thanks a lot. It's Lucius. Lucius, okay. So you're saying You're using your sister's email. Okay. Sorry, bro. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Don't worry as as well. Don't worry as well about going on live on TikTok or YouTube. We are live across all platforms, as and you can see that I can be able to highlight comments from all platforms. It's just that we were trying out something on TikTok based on the number of likes. I'm also going to implement something for YouTube so that I also get this crew on TikTok sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes to go over on YouTube, because I also want to do like polls. For example, I post a poll on YouTube and ask, do you think United will win? Yes, no, maybe. It's difficult to do a poll on TikTok, but I can do it on YouTube. So, Lucius, yeah, and say hi to your sister and thank her for using her account and you joining us. Yeah, Jeff Ahmed has helped us appreciate KC Reacts. Massive respect to Majak93, who's also given us 100 plus likes. Jeff Ahmed, you're predicting a 2-2 draw. So we are together there, bro, in terms of a draw. I'm going for a 1-1 draw. Mad respect to Ndoroma for giving us 100 plus likes. Thank you very much, such a legend. And Ndoro, you're saying hapa hakuna team, bro. Do you mean in terms of Chelsea or United? Ndoro, let me know. Do you mean that hakuna team kwa United or hakuna team kwa Chelsea? Is it start already? In terms of the game? No, the game is tomorrow. Ujang Kedo. Yeah, Ujang and Doro, it's the first time I'm seeing you on the stream and also on the chat or on the chat. Karibu sana, feel at home. Welcome to the UKG family. Welcome to the UKG squad. So, Kedu, I don't know whether you're asking about the game, but the game is tomorrow. The game is tomorrow. Sadu, thanks for dropping 100 plus likes. You are a UKG legend. Thanks for that. So we have 3 minutes to go. Any other question, comments, queries before we end the stream? Yeah. So as we said, I also want to go back and review what we've done today. I like appreciating you guys for tuning in, for sharing the stream, liking the stream. Yeah, so yeah, as I review, if you have any question, comment, query, please make sure you drop a comment, as well as click on the link in the description, go to YouTube, give us a subscription. Yeah, and we have 91 subscribers, one more. Good stuff. So 9 more to go. We hit 100 subscribers. Just 9. Can we do it before September ends? When September ends. Yeah, I think I'm going to listen to some rock after this. Yeah. Yeah, let's appreciate some people. Keep Koech. Such a legend is always with us. PNM, take heart, brother. Things will be okay. As we've agreed, let's not have our jerseys tomorrow. Yeah, it's always good to see you. Jeff Ahmed, you dropped 100 likes. MKY, as always, a legend. Oh, and we had Mohammed Rifat, who said bang bang. Okay, I don't know what he meant, but thanks for commenting. Thanks for being with us. Who else? Let's see. Yeah, we had at 10% battery level. You dropped 100 plus likes. I think you are leading. You are leading in terms of the likes, but you've dropped to second. Jeff Ahmed has overtaken you. Then we had Billy. Yeah, thanks for joining. Thanks for commenting. Who else? John Paul, the GOAT, joined the UKG squad. Karibu sana. Then we had Santos Ronald, as well as Anthony Rambo, Mauri. Thanks a lot. We had Dan with some very good comments there. Fellaini, don't go missing again. I need to be seeing you on every live. So make sure you hit that notification button, or you make sure notifications are on, because I also have some very, very good points. Then we had Mayol Watch, also a good follower, a good legend of the stream. We had MKY dropping 100 likes. Who else? Dennis K, a new member, a new squad member, and feel welcome to the squad. Gaddafi as well, welcome to the squad. SKD as always, a legend. Then KC with massive gifts. You do too much, brother. You do too much, and I truly appreciate. So you gave us one heart me, Go Popular, 13 of them, 1 rose, 12 TGIF, and 8 ice cream cones. Oh my, you're such a legend. Kedu, as I say, the game is starting tomorrow. It's played tomorrow. So thanks for joining and commenting. Doro as well. You also dropped 100 plus likes. Jeff Ahmed, I think, if I've not mentioned you, let me mention you again. And then we have Majak93 who dropped 100 plus likes. Then we had Lucius joining via his sister's account on YouTube. And Sadu as well, you dropped 100 plus likes. So, yeah. Sadu, you're asking, it's just becoming hard to support Manchester United, my G, but it's all we have after all. Yeah, it's difficult, and that's what it means to be a true fan. As I end the stream, that's what it means to be a true fan. It's supporting your club when they are performing and when they are not performing. I don't like this aspect of fans supporting a club because they win a lot. Okay, fine. That's how some of us started supporting clubs. But for me, I was born into a United family. I grew up in a United family. My dad and mom are United fans. So basically, I was assimilated into it. But supporting a club just because it's performing well, then you ditch it when it's not, then you are not a true loyal fan. You're not a true loyal fan. It's like we have some guys who are supporting United during the Fergie days and went to City or started supporting, let's say, Man City because they are now winning trophies. No. Or a fan who, let's say, was supporting City started supporting United because United are winning more. So right now that United are not performing, will they go back to City? Yeah, so that's what it means to be a true fan, to be honest. Yeah, so Sadu, let's keep supporting the club through thick and thin. Things might not always go well, but we love United. We love United and we'll support the club regardless. For me, even if we are relegated, I will still watch the championship. I don't care about what the rival fans say, because for me, it's United all the way. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in, for being with us, for the new followers, for the new UKG squad members, for all the gifts. And I hope to see you tomorrow. I'm thinking, do we do a watch along, guys? Let me know. Do we do a watch along tomorrow? Quickly, guys, let me know. Do you think we can do a watch along tomorrow? Or we skip it, we just do the review? Kind of thinking we can do a watch along. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section. Do we do a watch along or we just meet after the game? Let me know, guys. Do we do a watch along? Jeff Ahmed, you're saying, yeah. Who else wants us to do a watch along? Going twice. Going thrice. Come on, guys. I can see you online. Do we do a watch along or not? Jeff says, yeah, let's do it. Who else thinks we should do it? Yeah, I think, yeah, we can do a watch along, Jeff. Let's do it. Why not? I haven't done a watch along. It will be my first time, but yeah, we can do it. Why not? Why not? So yeah, see you tomorrow. Keep safe. And God bless you. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye bye.